know exactly who he is. He misses deadline. He takes credit for your work. He gives feedback that contradicts itself week to week. His team has turned over 3 times in 2 years. HR has received complaints. Everyone above him knows, and he's still there.
Not on a performance improvement plan. Not being managed out. Not even being watched. He just had his contract renewed. You've been asking the wrong question. You've been asking how someone this incompetent survives. The real question is what your company gets out of keeping, because this isn't negligence. This is policy.
Researcher Robert Sutton at Stanford documented this phenomenon across dozens of organizations in his work on what he called the asshole tax, the measurable cost companies absorb to keep toxic managers in place. The number is staggering, but companies keep paying. That means they're getting something in return. Here's what they're getting.
A bad manager is a pressure valve. When employees are frustrated, overworked, underpaid, passed over, they need somewhere to direct that frustration. If the target is a peer manager nobody likes, that frustration never reaches the executive floor. The system stays intact. The bad manager is doing a job, just not the job on his job description. This is what organizational psychologists call displacement. The real source of dysfunction? Budget, structural overload. Deliberate understaffed never gets named because everyone is too busy talking about him.
The verdict is, your company's worst manager is not a failure of leadership. He is a feature of it. There's a second mechanism at work here. Economist Albert Hirschman identified it in 1970, though he was writing about governments. He called it the exit voice loyalty model. When people are unhappy inside an institution, they have 3 options: leave, speak up, or stay loyal. Organizations prefer loyalty, and the surest way to prevent voice, to stop people from organizing, demanding change, naming problems accurately, is to make exit the only logical option for the most capable people.
The bad manager accelerates this. High performers leave. They have options. The people who stay are those with fewer alternatives, or those who have learned to keep their heads down. What remains is a workforce that is structurally less likely to challenge leadership. That's not a bug. That's the design. There is a third mechanism, and this one is the most uncomfortable to name. Bad managers are often deeply loyal upward. They are not effective leaders, but they are effective political acts. They report what leadership wants to hear. They execute directives without friction. They ask no hard questions. They create no uncomfortable accountability. In exchange, leadership creates no uncomfortable accountability for them. Organizational behaviorist Jeffrey Pfeffer at Stanford has written extensively on this. His research shows that competence is not the primary variable in managerial survival. Upward political alignment is. The manager who makes his boss look good survives, regardless of what he does to the people below.
You now have the complete picture. The bad manager survives because he serves 3 functions simultaneously. He absorbs employee frustration. He filters out high performers who won't tolerate dysfunction. And he gives leadership a loyal executor who will never make their lives difficult. He is not incompetent at his real job. He is This is the system. Now here is how you survive inside. Survival move 1. Name what you are actually dealing. This is not a management problem you can solve by being more patient, more communicative, or more strategic with your feedback. You are operating inside a structure that is working exactly as intended. The moment you stop trying to fix the unfixable, you stop spending your political capital on a losing position. Survival move 2. Build your visibility above the bad manager, not around him. His job is to filter information upward selectively. Your job is to ensure your contributions are visible at the layer above him through project documentation, cross-functional relationships, and deliverables that speak for themselves. You cannot rely on him to represent you accurately. He has no incentive to.
Survival move 3. Audit your own exit calculus. Researcher Anthony Kloss, whose work on voluntary turnover became widely cited after 2021, found that employees who stay in toxic management situations past 18 months experience compounding costs to their performance record, their professional networks, and their own self-assessment of what they can tolerate. The question is not whether you should leave. The question is whether your current position is building something you can carry out the door.
The final verdict. You watched him miss another deadline, take credit for another win, survive another round of performance reviews untouched, and you thought the system was broken. The system is not. The system is doing exactly what it was designed to do. He is not the problem. He is the solution. A problem you were never supposed to see clear. Now you do. Case